Syracuse is playing off Black, daring him to shoot. You can't do that with Keeling, number 55.
There was a question mark before the game. We visited with Roy Williams about 20 minutes ago. Keeling suffered a leg injury in their win against Virginia Tech last night. But after the warm-ups, he's been deemed ready to go. Armando Bacot fed Brandon Robinson. And he held them to only 2 second-chance points on 6 offensive rebounds in that first meeting. No one does that to Carolina, especially when you consider the fact that it's a much smaller lineup that they're playing against.
Anthony flips it cross court out of a double team for Robinson's first shot of the time. 40 to play, and Roy Williams, native of Western North Carolina, looking on with 466 wins. That is alma mater. Beebe against Anthony. Here's Robinson. Leaky Black trying to take Radford baseline. Leaves it for Brooks at the elbow. Catch and shoot. 3-ball away and good for Brandon Robinson. He's got. Cole Anthony go through the kill. So did Brandon Robinson.
But Wes, think about the advantage that North Carolina has. And we talk about trying to play 5 games in 5 days.
Anthony and the Tar Heels with under 6 to go, leading now by 22. Keeling. Here's Robinson, 3-ball away. Typical situation maybe where a guy who rarely plays happens to be a senior. They've all been playing, of course, but now you're bringing in Matthew Hurt, Jordan Goldwire, and Vernon Carey for the Blue Devils.
Carey guarding Armando Bacot. That leaves Matthew Hurt and Garrison Brooks. And Brooks far more physical.
Robinson got the switch, has Hurt on. Hurt barely played in the first game. Only 6 minutes.
Single player on the floor and whisper some words of encouragement. He is the guy that is keeping this team united and together, and he is doing it by his play on the court and his demeanor off the court.
Holly, thank you. Yeah, and if you haven't seen Duke in a while, there has been a change in recent games. Minutes for guys like Javon DeLaurier, Jeff White, Matthew Hurt.
Fatal shot and long rebound. A terrific cut by Vernon Carey.
Black to a wide open Robinson. And a big 3. 22 minutes tonight for Robinson, and he's earned every single one of them, as has been the case in recent games for him, becoming a big part of the Duke rotation late in the season.
If North Carolina's going to get back in this, they can't have empty possessions on the offensive end.
Robinson with a 3.
Just playing better basketball of late. Yes. Strong performance against Duke. And I thought as impressive, John, was following it up against the Notre Dame team, fighting for his tournament life and really controlling much of that game.
Well, also playing 2 completely different styles and still being able to dictate rhythm.
Earlier this year, he was doing a little bit in practice. They thought he might try to give it a go, but so far we've not seen North Carolina's leading best offensive rebounder.
Oh, he just occupies such space. I mean, he's a tough guy to keep away from the block. The more you use him around the perimeter, the harder it is to block him out.
And you play text into the game. Brandon Robinson for 3. Goes tonight. He's got 6 points.
And the strange thing, with the energy of this game, it doesn't feel like a one-point game. It feels as if Carolina has been in control, but Wake has had answers when they need to have answers.
And then Robinson 3, and we're locked up at 39.
Wake Forest has had answers. Struggling to get stops at times, and I like going back to the man here. They were better in the man in the first half than they were in that zone.
Robinson, corner 3.
Been lacking at times.
Maybe so, but if I see a lot of made baskets, I'm not going to argue with it.
Yeah, oh.
You know? Entertaining basketball. Make some buckets. Offensive game. Dean Smith. Brandon Robinson.
They put Cole Anthony in about 3 straight ball screens, and he did a great job fighting over the top. But you've got to be aware on that throwback. The throwback is where the 3 is always open.
Childress knocks it away from Anthony. Cole saves it. Christian Keeling's there, and North Carolina up near the mid-court stripe with 10 on the shot clock. Anthony quickly passes it before the trap can get there. Robinson, clean look.
About 4 guards. Christian Keeling playing so well. Roy Williams getting him on the floor early in this game, and he'll actually play along the baseline, which will make it extremely difficult for the Syracuse zone to be able to find it.
From the corner. That's a 3 ball for Brandon.
The floor with those 4 fouls with so much time remaining here in this half.
Behi deflects the pass. Robinson tees it up. He's got it.
And we talked about
it looked questionable, to say the least. I thought he went to pass it and just kind of lost it. I still think that's a double dribble, but what do I know? Well, I did too. But.
And Brandon Robinson.
Until the last game where he finally cracked that starting rotation, but there were a number of coaches who were kind of pushing for that to happen well before last game. His last 2 games, 15 assists, no turnover.
That's beautiful basketball. That, you know, that injury obviously set him back, but he has changed this team, I think, with his fight, his toughness, and taking care of that dadgum ball.
Tough fadeaway, huh? How far camera people suggested when he went over to the bench, too, he may have had a tear or 2 in his eyes. He said he lost his brother back on July 4th. 50-26, kind of where you thought this game would be given the injury.
That was as long and as slow of a post-feed pass as I've seen in a long time. And North Carolina still wasn't there to put Mooney in a strong enough crowd.
8 points for Mooney. Brandon Robinson gets the friendly.
Looks like he's on his way to yet another double-double. And this is the largest lead of the game for either team. Notre Dame by 9. Robinson high. Had to use that left hand to kind of keep himself balanced in the air. Brandon Robinson, throw shooter. And had a bad night from the line. 8 out of 13. Luger got a hand on it. Wound up with Brandon Robinson.
Jordan, externally, a lot of debate. Will he come back? Will he just go to the NBA draft? Internally, there was no debate. He wanted to come back. And here he is.
Let me tell you, it takes a lot to get these fans on their feet in this building. It doesn't happen a lot. The fans got on their feet, everyone in this building, when Cole Anthony's name was called to come into this game.
College team, Jim Christian saying, we go as Heath goes. In the games we've won, he's been terrific. In the games we've lost, he's looked like a freshman.
And you can throw Derek Thornton in there as well. The guard play from the Eagles is paramount because they get so little from the interior.
North Carolina, 3 of their last 20 field goals. They have not made a basket in nearly 4 minutes. Trying to change that on this 3, and they do! Played the song, and everyone's lifting their babies.
It's all life. Come on, man. Everybody knows the song.
Well, right now, they're looking for life down 7. Cole Anthony, a 3 right before we took a break. Mouth to the camera, I'm back. He's got 2 threes and 12 points. Step back 3, Robinson. Great passage to Brooks. The extra pass to Robinson. Buries it.
Thornton's got 4 fouls. I wouldn't give the ball up.
Robinson right to the rim, and it falls in!
Pierce couldn't shed Thunderberg with the shot fake.
Got a switch now. Brandon Robinson guarded by Thunderberg.
Brandon Robinson feeling it after that big game. See it 9.2.
He has gone from role player to star. Garrison Brooks.
is a respected player. And he's playing big minutes. But Roy Williams can't afford to take him out. He's been all of North Carolina's offense, and he's done it in a variety of ways.
He's averaged 34.6 minutes per game. There's Robinson.
So the Tar Heels football team that finished the season 7-6, winning those 3 straight games, including the Military Bowl, getting a chance to go out onto the court here at the Dean Dome and hear from the 20,000 strong watching the hoop game.
And Mac Brown still got it, as you can tell.
Doing some research, it's only back to the early 90s. Of course, they ran it past Jordan, made sure it was okay to incorporate it, but to me, it almost feels like it's been here to the Carmichael days and before, but it's not. It's more recent than that.
And if I can remember correctly, and I'm just going straight off the top of the dome, I believe it was Alexander Julian who made the design. For 7 from three-point range, 6 turnovers in this game. Offensively, it's hard to recover from losing those 2 guys in your backcourt.
And you know what? Coach Larinaga tells Chris Lights, you go and break the press by yourself. So when he's not in the equation, where do you turn?
That's the problem. They haven't found anywhere to be able to turn, and give Roy Williams credit for recognizing that they needed to put pressure on this Miami team. And right now, North Carolina getting it done on both ends of the floor. There's KJ Smith actually back into the lineup, and that would be some chance, which at this point, no way he could go in this game.
So right there, you're losing 30 points per game if you're the Hurricanes. Robinson. Tell you what.
Area a year ago, going against each other. Tyrese Maxey, star freshman for Kentucky, against Jamias Ramsey, star freshman from Texas Tech. A big battle, so that game will be heavily watched by the Dallas area in this one. Do not take your foot off the gas pedal. Continue to play. And, of course, Roy Williams is a scoring coach. He loves to see points.
How much of that is the Tar Heels and how much of that is the depleted Canes?
I would say 40% Tar Heels, 60% depleted Canes. And when you think about it, because for Miami, their best defense is their offense. And when you've got a guy like Chris Lights who puts so much pressure on opponents' guards, it's hard to go to the other end and make shots when you've got to guard a guy like Chris Lights. So, again, the fact that they're nowhere near as good offensively has made it easy for the end as a sub. And Anthony Walker, he has to conserve that energy on the defensive end of the floor. And you would not expect for North Carolina to come out and knock down 6 first-half three-pointers. But this guy has been on opportunities to score quickly in the shot clock. They're not a team that wants to play with the shot clock under 10. They would love to get a shot in the first 10 seconds.
Another offensive rebound for UNC. Robinson.
That's what, if I got a question, that's who I call, my man Dane.
Okay.
And he and Playtech share the same Northfield
Mount Herman.
Northfield Mount Herman?
Yeah.
But they don't share the same high school. Not the first, 3-year school.
Playtech spent a couple of years at Northfield Mount Herman.
Nice pass.
Great cut, Robinson. It's now a 12-2 Pittsburgh run after the bucket by Tony.
And if those of you who do not recognize Audice Tony, he's the young man who cut all of his hair off and looks almost identical to Russell Westbrook, especially when he's attacking the basket the way he did in the last possession.
Well, Corey, you know who his cousin is?
Who's his cousin?
John Petty at Alabama.
Oh, well,
still got the hair.
Yeah, Petty's not cutting that hair.
Staff, one of the assistants for the Cornhuskers, was no longer there. After Coach Capel got the job here, that connection through Duke summer basketball got him here to Pittsburgh to be one of the building blocks.
Well, and you get an opportunity to play in the ACC and get an opportunity to come in and play a lot of minutes right away. We mentioned earlier, all rookie team a year ago for Xavier Johnson.
There are more points from the defense once again for Pittsburgh.
And again, McGowan's, Murphy, and Xavier Johnson, these 3 guys have been extremely patient, even when they've gotten turnovers and getting the right shot for the team, not necessarily the right shot for themselves.
Bacon kicks to the corner, and the triple.
Who is running the point is out with a knee injury. That means Andrew Playtech gets his first career start. He is number 3 in white, and Carolina owns the opening tip. And those starting lineups for North Carolina brought to you by LS Tractor.
That's all they needed was another player out.
Carolina on the board first.
And Francis. So these guys, Keelan coming in the game right now, Pierce, these guys got to step up. Their graduate transfer. There's, of course, Kenny Smith's son, KJ Smith. These guys they want to win. They got to play some great basketball today.
Robinson on the handle. Pumps up the three.
9 threes. They had 18 assists. That was their best game of the year. And they're trying to continue to play like that.
They made 8 3-pointers in that game, Coach, in the second half a week ago to pull away and win it 81-70 for Devin Mack.
Clemson is settling in.
He's got 5. The lead is 4. Inside of 4 minutes, first half. Robinson.
Set play there. They worked on that in the shoot-around today, and beautiful shot.
Second 3 from Mack, Coach.
And Mack can definitely shoot the basketball. Well-executed offense there.
Robinson.
Go right back inside to this guy.
Baycott misses. Robinson picks it up and lays it in. Traffic. Angles to the rim.
Beautiful play.
And he's got double digits with 10 in the first half.
Yeah, he's attacking the rim.
Hard to discourage that young man. 45 seconds on the clock, first half.
See, Sims is so strong, he just pushes the big guys outside.
42% shooting as a team in the first half for Carolina. Robinson!
Beautiful, beautiful, well done. Can't make the outside shot, drive to the basket.
First points of the game for Trap.
It's still a 7-point game. Clemson's right there. They're going to the zone. I'd go at the big guy. Go at the big guy just came in. I would say Brad Brunell's buying some time for Sims. Keep him out of foul trouble.
21 points total in the second half. 17 from Brooks and Baycott for North Carolina. Here's a Robinson. 7 points for Scott.
Sims is back in the game, so Coach Brunell, he bought about 2 minutes from him.
6 in that game. They got off to a great start with a 15-0 run. But again, that's one of the fouls where you can avoid, especially when you're the point guard and leader of the team. You can avoid that foul. There would no harm would come from that. If you're right now with another offensive rebound, this is how they have to be successful. Getting it done on the defensive end of the floor. It may be low-scoring games, but all that really matters is you have one more point than the opposing team does at the end of it.
Justin Pierce has missed a couple of layups here over the last minute. Robinson straight on will drain the 2-pointer.
So on this side of the world, people say, get Bobby Knight off of there.
Right. What's that guy doing in there?
And put both Roy and Dean on there.
Right.
We see Pittsburgh going to the zone now. We watched them work on this in their shoot around early. And this is the only way North Carolina can get them out of that zone.
Yes! Another 3-pointer. Xavier Johnson. Give him 17 and a huge shot.
And Jeff Capel is too intense to smile, but right now he has to be feeling great about the execution of the team. But Brandon Robinson, just like that, don't worry about it.
Moses Wright has it, doesn't. Brandon Robinson. He connects. The fouls. Robinson. Short. Tip back out to Francis. Robinson reloads. Yes! Much needed points.
It's a young man who's 5 of 27 beyond the arc coming into this game. That's 19% for 3. That was a bad shot, but it went in. So it's a great shot.
He said this week, I will step up and make threes. You can count on that. I know the numbers that you just said. I know what I'm shooting percentage-wise.
He's my favorite competitor in this conference. He fights every possession.
Robinson banks one home.
So next week, with all due respect.
Great respect for Coach Williams, but let's hold off on the celebration for another day. He got his wish, and it's because of some play from his key pieces.
Robinson falling away for 3.
How are they going to get him more involved? They get it into him here. Atkinson got a piece of that, and then for the junior from Brockton, Mass. Second leading scorer on this team, averaging 15 per game. Corner 3 from Robinson.
in the finish. A guy who has battled injuries, had an ankle injury that took him out last year. He's battled turf toe this year.
Meantime, Jalen Gabadon has picked up his third personal for Yale. Robinson. Monroe down to Atkinson against Brooks. The spin move, but can't find the bottom of the basket. Robinson takes aim at a three.
Well, that was pretty well defended by Robinson. He didn't bite on the first shot fake. What a three by Swain.
Shot clock resetting on the offensive rebound for UNC. Robinson takes aim at a three. Junior gets them both. He's a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line. And Yale as a team, 14 of 16 from the stripe here tonight. There's Black back in, playing with those 3 personals. Brandon Robinson.
How about the presence of mind by Bruner? What a pass. And it's shocking to see Swain miss a shot that wide open.
He's 4 of 8 from beyond the arc tonight, leading all scorers with 21 points as we approach the final 2 minutes of regulation. Brandon Robinson. Huge.
Smith, great help defense though. Blocked underneath by Robinson. Here comes Brandon Robinson.
That's Pierce in the delay. Great job going side to side, making the defense work. And beat your guy to the box, particularly the inside people.
Pierce had a notion. 10 on the shot clock. They back it out. And Brandon Robinson's going to have to hurry. He's just going to take a long three and got it.
I just think they've got to do more of that at the low box area. Dribble drive, let the defense step up. You got an open 15-footer or a dump down.
Robinson pull up. Got it. Got it. Run. A lot of 9s there. Campbell try to cut into an air ball. Right to Baycott. This is a danger zone right now for the Bruins if they don't get a stop or two. Robinson 3.
And they have to score as a result.
Murphy with the drive and fake, and the fadeaway just gets the back of the rim.
I think Wofford would be better advised to drive the ball, draw the defense, and kick it out for a 3. That'll help.
Carolina's on the board.
To maintain his position, but he can't push Robinson out, and that's what the officials are telling him.
Robinson, contested pull-up. Got it to go. Murphy with a hand in his face leaves it short.
That's a really nice job by K.J. Smith. Now you got to push the ball. Put some pressure on Wofford.
This is what has frustrated Roy Williams to no end to begin this year. It's their 10th game of the season today. Robinson gets the 3. For Hoover is good, and what a time to come alive.
You want to know why he's still in the game? They have perfect confidence in him.
Kick back, Robinson, top of the key 3. There's the answer. 18 seconds to play.
The ESPN family of networks. 7 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first half. Both offenses looking for some rhythm.
It starts by playing for your bigs. Go inside out to give yourself clean looks, open some driving lanes up, and they do so big.
All over the building as well. And a reminder again that it is V Week, and that the V Foundation has introduced the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund, and a great opportunity to make a donation. 69-40. Maryland also with a fairly lopsided win over Notre Dame earlier tonight. I suggest to you, Mr. Billis, that yes, I know Michigan lost badly and Michigan State as well, but those two schools, you know they're going to make noise. Maryland's really good. Ohio State's really good. Indiana with a nice win over Florida State. As Walker, runner, no. Boy, every loose ball's a battle here tonight, isn't it? Well, North Carolina's been challenging at the rim.
Everything for North Carolina has been a jump shot. They're not getting anything in the paint. That paint has been very well protected by Ohio State. I'm not sure this team, this particular North Carolina team, is going to jump shoot their way to a victory in this ball game. They have got to find a way to the rim.
Robinson, the pull-up. Got it.
His 10th year at Oregon. Concerned about the size of North Carolina. Was at Oregon locker room before the ball game. Baycott and Garrison Brooks can play high-low, and they can both play high or low. And you better match that the entire ball game defensively if you're Oregon.
Black swings it to Robinson. Little crossover, and the jumper is good.
Lack of awareness and lack of discipline in North Carolina's off-ball defense.
Play check, little short. Pierce, good rebound, and then feeds to Brooks. Robinson. Brandon Robinson.
Of furthering the injury today. He just got raked across the eye and trying to get a defensive rebound in the second half yesterday.
It's basically kind of a scratch that he's got to deal with. Robinson, smooth stroke.
And absolutely it has.
Duarte with the bucket, but Baycott with his 5th block.
Well, we do know this about Oregon. They're not going to go away without a fight, right? We've learned that the last 2 days, down double digits in both ball games. They just will not go away. It's that. Talked about it yesterday. You catch what you're close to, and Dana Altman's fight right into Peyton Pritchard just fuels this team.
Robinson, that's a big vital. Robinson, little strong. Brooks the rebound. And now Robinson, another shot at it, knocks it down. Square off.
That's going to be a battle of the West Band and West Classic. Mark Few, Dana Altman, 2 outstanding coaches and some good big-time players in that game.
Robinson gets inside, flips it up and in.
For him, this is the way you get ultimate respect among your peers. I mean, he's so loved by the NBA fraternity.
Robinson off the window.
And the hat for Stephen F. Austin. That was a major win. And the Duke's 115 wins. Nice cut without the ball. Here comes the dart.
Guys, Kobe White, Cameron Johnson, Nasir Little, not to mention Luke May, who's just a double-double waiting to happen. And new pieces, new roles, led by a star in Cole Anthony.
Robinson wide open. Got it. This is what I call the ball fake. Goes at the rim. And now the pass, Shackelford. And the freshman can't hit. Baycott ends up with it.
Shackelford has a lot of twist of his body in his jump shot. I'm not so sure how consistent he can be.
The basketball and a chance for the Crimson Tide to take the lead. Inside shot was contested. And Carolina the other way, tied at 30.
You know what I love about Herb Jones? A missed shot does nothing to what he does on the other end of the floor.
And there's Brandon. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. And North Carolina leading by 11.
No, Louisville is the most likely next #1. You know who they play next week? Michigan. And you know how I feel about Michigan. I like that team.